Students, today we are going to study the chapter number 17 of Social Science. The name of the chapter is Livelihood. Before starting the chapter, let's understand the meaning of livelihood. A person's livelihood. Livelihood, the word is derived from life load, which means way of life. This word livelihood refers to their means of securing the basic necessities of life. That means food, water, shelter, clothes are basic necessities of a person. And to secure these necessities, person has to earn money. So in simple words, livelihood means the way you earn the money to buy the things you need. For example, food, water, the place you live. You have to pay for the place where you live. For clothing, you have to pay. To buy food, you have to pay. So, the way which you earn the money to buy the things you need is called livelihood. So, students, now take out page number 108 and let's start reading with me. A person's life is affected by his or her surroundings. We see a lot of diversity around us. The most important thing about the village life is that villagers use minimum facilities. They are connected with economic system in different ways. Most of the people are engaged in farming. Local arrangements and local environment directly affect the village life. Village life means the arrangement of livelihood and environment. Apart from the lives of village people, we will discuss about their facilities and problems. Now students, any person's life is affected by its surroundings, in which surrounding they live, and we see a lot of diversity around us. That you must see, some people works in offices, some have retail shops, some people are engaged with the wholesale shops. So we have a lot of diversities around us also. And the most important thing about the village life is villagers use minimum facilities. Villagers uh, villagers live in with minimum facilities. They are connected with economic system with different ways. In villages, the main occupation is farming. Apart from this farming, some more occupations are also there, like tailor, carpenter, barber, etc. All these occupations are also in the village, but main occupation is farming. And local arrangements and local environment directly affect the village life. So apart from the lives of village people, we are going to discuss about their facilities and problems in this chapter. Next, our country India has a wonderful unity in diversity. Our country has a unique identity amidst religion, language, region and economic diversity. There are more than 5,000 cities and about 27,000 small and big towns. People come to the cities for employment from the surrounding villages. People from other states also come to the cities or towns. Our constitution grants right to settle and develop peacefully anywhere in India. People living in cities are connected with various occupations. Some people have connection with more than one occupation. We see many people around us. Everyone needs to create income to earn a livelihood for family. People earn their livelihood by service, business or labor work. So students, in our country, India is a country of diversity. Means we have unity in diversity. We have already learned about this also, na, unity in diversity. So we see very much diversity in our country, and this is our unique feature. India's unique feature is unity in diversity. because we have diversity in religion, language, region, and also in the status, that is economic diversity. And in India there are 5,000 cities and about 27,000 small and big towns. Even the people come to the cities for their earnings from the surrounding villages, and people from other states also come to the cities, because in our constitution that this is a right to each and every citizen of India, that he can go anywhere and settle and develop peacefully wherever they want. It is not necessary if you are born in Gujarat, then you have to live only in Gujarat. If you have opportunity, or if you get opportunity to settle in other state of India, then you have to you must go there, and without any you need not required any permission or any visa to go and settle to another state. Okay, so this is our constitution and this is our right, that we if we want to settle anywhere, no one stops us to do that. Even people living in another cities connected with various occupations. Some people have connection with more than one occupation also. You might have seen that in one family people do more than one businesses. We see many people around us that they are doing different businesses, or they do office jobs, or maybe labor work. Now next is village life. Disa is a city in Banaskantha district. Little far from Disa there is a village named Ranpur. Now Ranpur is a village which is in Banaskantha district near the Disa city. Most of the people here are associated with farming. As I already told you, in village main occupation is farming. So here also people are associated with farming. Some people do farming while some are busy in cattle rearing. Cattle rearing is also a main occupation of villages. In extra time which is spared from farming, some people make tools, some stitch clothes. In extra time, people do different activities, like some make tools and some stitch clothes. One man runs tractor, he goes for plugging when he is called. Even some of the people runs tractor, and when they called, they goes for plugging the fields. In spite of being a small village, people do not have to go to the city for a haircut or shaving. In spite village is small, but there is barber also. Occupation of barber is also developed there. So people of village do not have to go city for their shaving or cutting hairs. There are many small and big shops. Slippers and clothes are available in these shops. In village there are many shops are also there. So people can buy shoes and clothes from there. Medicines for fever, cough and cold is also available in the village shop at the time of need. So in village there is a medical shop also. So people get medicines from there. Everybody grows potatoes and millet here and in the surrounding villages. Here the main crop is potatoes and millets. These are the main crops of this village Ranpur. Tailor, carpenter, barber and blacksmith are also available in this village. Now in this village not only farmers but tailor, carpenter, barber and blacksmiths are also available, and the people do these occupations also. Along with their occupation, they are also connected with farming and farm labor. Now all these occupations are there, tailor, carpenter, barber, but with this farm labors and farming are also the main occupations. One young man has made a shop for tea and snacks. Passers-by stand here more in numbers than village people do for tea and snacks. So here tea stall is also here, and passer-by, that when the people travels from one village to another, so they stop there for tea and snacks. Some farmers grow vegetables throughout the year, while some other farmers prepare orchards for growing pomegranate and other fruits. Now, some farmers grow vegetables and some farmers grow fruits. So for fruits, these farmers prepare orchards, means fruit gardens. People are seen growing fruits, flowers and vegetables in this village. Now, next is labor work and life in the village. Now you can see in the picture also one tailor is there who is stitching the clothes, some other people doing other works. There is a shop also. So by seeing this picture you can come to know that in village also there are different occupations. Everybody calls her Madhuba. Now in village there is a woman whose name was Madhuba. She lives in Malpur village and got married in the same village. Madhuba lives in Malpur village and got married also in the same village. She and her husband work together in the farm of a big farmer. Now Madhuba and her husband did not have their own land, so they do labor on one big farmer's farm. After completing household chores, both of them go to the farm for labor at 8 o'clock in the morning. They have two daughters who are studying in the government school of village. Now, first they wake up in the morning early, and first they finish their household works and they go for labor work at the big farmer's farm around 8 o'clock in the morning. They have two daughters also which are studying in government school of village. Mongji Bhai is the name of a big farmer. He has 20 acres of land. Madhuba works here for livelihood. Now where Madhuba works? Madhuba works in the farm of Mongji Bhai. And Mongji Bhai was a big farmer and he has 20 acres of land. She works from 8 o'clock morning till 4 o'clock in the evening. Now Madhuba went 4 o'clock for the labor work and comes at 4 o'clock in the evening. And this is the 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. is the working time of Madhuba. She sows seeds in the farm, she weeds and does other works also. So she is doing all the work in the meanwhile of 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. After working whole day, Madhuba gets wage in the evening. Now after doing the work whole day, in evening Madhuba gets its payment. Wage means payment. So Madhuba gets wage in the evening. It is difficult to find out work for every day, whether it is farm work or other work. Once she did not get work for many days together. Now it is very difficult for people, those do not have their own land, so they have to do labor on other big farmers farm. But it is very difficult because if there is no season, so there will be no farming. So in that time what happens, they have difficult to find some work for their livelihood. And once what happened, Madhuba did not get work for many days, and hence she had to borrow money from Lavji Bhai. Now what happens, for many days Madhuba did not get the work to do for their livelihood, so she did not have any earning, so he have to lend money from Lavji Bhai because she was in urgent need of money since her younger daughter fell sick. Because her daughter fell sick, so she needs urgent money, and it was necessary to return money also. So during this period she did not even get work. So what happens, during this period she did not get work and she has to return money also. So she sold her anklets to return money to Lavji Bhai. So because due to didn't get any work for her livelihood, so she sold her anklets and borrowed money to Lavji Bhai. This happened many times in absence of farm work. She used to do work in others' farm as well as in stone mines. So, when she didn't get any work, so she used to do work in stone mines also. Since she is old, she cannot do more work. She gets exhausted. Hence, her husband helps her in her household chores. They come back home in the evening, complete household work, prepare meal, and then they eat. So, what happens that she sold her anklets and returned money to Lavji Bai. And this will happen many times. Whenever she wants money, she borrow from Lavji Bai and then she return also. But now she is become old. So she becomes tired when she do more work. So her husband also helps her in household works. When they come back in the evening at their home, so they both do the household work again. They both do the household work together and prepared meal, and then they eat the meal. There are many such people in the village who do not own their land. Some people have small piece of land. Small landholders are dependent on rainfall for farming. Some people have to migrate to other place for getting labor when there is no rain. Now, like Madhuba, there are many people in villages who do not have their own land. So what they do, they are doing labor work on big farmers' farm. And some people have small piece of land, and these small landholders are dependent on rainfall for their farming. And some people have to migrate to other places also for getting labor when there is no rain. If there is no rain, so what their need is to migrate any other place in the search of labor, so that their livelihood will not affected. Okay. Now, see students, here is a chart given. This chart is related to Madhuba's work, and by observe this chart, we have to discuss the following questions on the basis of this chart. So, on the basis of this chart, your first question is, when does she get minimum work? That means, when does Madhuba get minimum work? So, Madhuba gets minimum work from June to, maximum work, not minimum work. Maximum work she gets from June to November. If you see, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, means these months she gets the maximum work. In which months does she not get work? Now, if you see, in which month she did not get work, so this is January, February, March, April. These are empty. Means she did not get any work in these months. For how many months she has to look for work? So in January, February, March, April, as she did not get any work on farm, so she has to search any other work. So she looks for work in these months, January, February, March, April. Now, next topic is here is given, discuss. What work would Madhuba do in her house every day? Now, we have to discuss, as we read the story of Madhuba, on the basis of it, you have to tell what work would Madhuba do in her house every day. So, Madhuba would do following work in her house. She cooks food for her family. She cleans the house. She washes clothes. She would go into the forest to bring wood for fuel. She would bring water from the village borewell. So these are the common works that each and every lady or each and every woman do in her house every day. Next question is, how would Madhuba's husband help her in the house? As Madhuba as Madhuba gets old, so her husband also helps him. I already told you this thing. So how would Madhuba's husband help her in the house? So Madhuba's husband would help her in cleaning the home, bringing wood for fuel from the forest, and bringing water from the borewell. In this way, Madhuba's husband help her in the house. Our next topic is farming, cattle rearing, and livelihood. Now, Pandarvada is a small village. Salman lives here. Salman has his own farm. Salman has 10 acres of land. He himself does farming in his farm. Now, here is a man whose name is Salman. He lives in Pandarvada village and he has his own farm and he has 10 acres of land. And whenever he needs help, he takes help and continues farming, and he pays for this help also. He brings seeds and fertilizers from market dealers. So whenever he needs, he takes help from other laborers, and he pay for the help of the laborers, and he get fertilizers and seeds from market dealers. Dealers lend him seeds and fertilizers. He returns money to the dealers when the crop is harvested. So he gets the seeds and fertilizers from the dealers, and he has to pay money for these fertilizers and seeds when the crop is harvested. With the rest income, he makes his living for 7 to 8 months. So rest of the income, what he saves or what will be his profit, he use it for living for 7 to 8 months. Next 7 to 8 months. Then to make living for rest of months, he generates money through cattle rearing. When there is no farming, he will do cattle rearing for that month, so that he generates his earnings. Salman has 1 cow and 2 buffaloes. He generates required income from their milk. Now Salman has 1 cow and 2 buffaloes, and he earns money from their milk. Salman sells milk to the cooperative society. He makes up for his living from this income for remaining 4 months. For children, we already see that in farming, 8 months there is a work of farming, and 4 months they have to look for the other work. So these 4 months, remaining 4 months, he gets his income by cattle rearing. He sells milk of cow and buffalo to the cooperative society. And sometimes Salman works in an industry of a nearby city to earn his livelihood through retail work. And sometimes what Salman do? Salman works in an industry of a nearby city. So near this village there is an industry, and Salman works there when he have no work to do in his farm. Now, things to know. Now, related to this man Salman, here are some questions given. The first question is, when does Salman have to do labor work? So Salman will have to do labor work when he does not have enough income from farming to earn his livelihood. Next question is, when does Salman earn more income? So when the crop is harvested from Salman's farm, he earns more income at the time of its sale. Next question is, if there were no cows or buffaloes with Salman, then which problem would he have to face? So the answer is, if there were no cows or buffaloes with Salman, he would have to face a shortage of money for livelihood for 4 months of the year. During this time, Salman would have to go to the nearby city for labor. Next question is, which type of work Salman would have to do in the industry? So Salman would have to do the labor of trafficking the goods, lifting the goods, loading and unloading the goods from the trucks, etc., in a factory of industrial colony. Our next topic is connection of the village with the city. Ramnagar is a small village. There is a merchant named Jagabhai. He has a small shop. Vegetables are available in his shop. Along with grocery, many necessary things of life are also available there. Now, students, Ramnagar is a small village and there is a merchant whose name is Jagabhai, and he has a small shop. And which shop he has? Vegetable shop along with the grocery. And many more necessary things of life are also available in his house. Soap, salt, medicines of all types are available in this shop. So Jagabhai's shop is small, but he keep every necessary things in his grocery shop. Most of the people grow rice in Ramnagar. Now here main crop is Ramnagar. Main crop is rice in the village Ramnagar. If village people need anything from Jagabhai's shop, then they take rice to the shop. In lieu of rice, Jagabhai gives them their demanded things. Now here, what the people do when people needs anything from Jagabhai's shop, so they take rice and give rice to the Jagabhai, and in return of rice they take the demanded things. He sells rice to the big shop of city which he has purchased and collected from the village people at a lower rate and sells at little higher rate and earns money. Now, village of the people gives rice to Jagabhai and take their demanded things from him. Now what Jagabhai do? Jagabhai sells these rice which he purchased from the villagers at very lower rate, and he sells little high rate. He sells this rice at little high rate to the big shop of a city, and in this way he earns money. Now in this students, इसमें क्या होता है कि जैसे अगर आपको कोई रामनगर एक छोटा सा विलेज है, ओके, उसमें जो पीपल हैं वो राइस क्रॉप है ना, उसको उगाते हैं, ठीक है, उसकी खेती करते हैं. उसमें क्या होता है कि जो भी पीपल वहाँ पे एक Jagabhai की जो शॉप है, वहाँ उस शॉप पे उनको अपनी बेसिक नीड्स जो होती हैं वो सारी चीज़ें वहाँ मिलती हैं, जैसे सॉप, सॉल्ट, मेडिसिन एक्सेट्रा सब वहाँ पे उनको मिलता है. तो उसमें होता क्या है कि जब भी किसी को कोई ज़रूरत होती है तो वो क्या करते हैं, राइस ले जाते हैं Jagabhai के पास और Jagabhai से अपनी चीज़ ले आते हैं, ठीक है. उसके बाद क्या करते हैं, वो जो Jagabhai जो होता है वो क्या करता है, वो जो परचेज राइस होता है, जो विलेज पीपल उसको राइस देते हैं, वो राइस को कलेक्ट करके सिटी के बिग शॉप में सेल कर देता है, थोड़ा सा प्रॉफिट मार्जिन रख के. अंडरस्टूड? नाउ वी हैव रेड अबाउट द केस ऑफ फार्म लेबर लाइक Madhuba. In addition to a big farmer like landlord, we saw details of some farmers like Salman as well as the small traders like Jagabhai. They also have other sources of income along with a small shop. Besides cattle rearing and retail labor, we also have noticed in detail about the people who live life by earning through retail work in the industrial estate. Now, till now, we read about the farm labor like Madhuba. We have read about the Madhuba who was the farm labor, and who was his landlord. Mongjibai was the landlord of Madhuba. Landlord of Madhuba. Then Mongjibai was a big farmer and Madhuba was a farm laborer in his farm. Then we saw also Salman, who was a landlord. and also he is doing farming as well as he is doing work in industries also, and he as well as he is a cattle rearer also. We also see small traders like Jagabhai. We also read about the Jagabhai and how he earns money. Okay. So, beside all these things, we also read about the cattle rearing, retail labor, also noticed in detail about the people who live life by earning through retail work in the industrial estate. Means when there is no work in village, they go to the near cities and labor work in industries. So till now we have read all these things in details. Now this was all for today. We will meet soon in our next session. Till then, bye bye, take care.